Welcome to Too Long Didn't Read, where Andrea and I'm Stephen, we read the news from newspapers in case you didn't have a chance to read the news.
Yeah, that's it.
So, we each pick out 3 stories every week and we talk about them. And we kind of cross-pollinate and see what's interesting. And we try and pick out stories that are important to people in our area.
My last article, truly this was just because this has been going on and going on. This one just tugged at my nostalgia. Toys R Us is closing. Obviously, when is the last time I've been to Toys R Us? I really don't know. It's not a place I go to. I would definitely go to Amazon before Toys R Us if I was buying something for someone. But Toys R Us was part of my childhood.
Did you ever go play the video games? They would have like this big plexiglass like you're at a bank thing.
I wasn't allowed to have video games at home because...
So you just sat there the whole time, just...
And then I'd be terrible at it, but I was like, I still blame my mom for my poor hand-eye coordination because she didn't let me play video games. I had to read books all the time. So anyway, the thing though is that Toys R Us is one of many that's closing, right? I mean, we've had...
In terms of retailers, right? This is just the death of retail.
Done.
It's just happening.
And
We're
I've
watching
been watching
it. It's
but you know what?
crazy.
Kmart, Sears, I wasn't really upset about it. It didn't tug at my heartstrings. I got a little upset with...
Because you didn't go. And you didn't go because nobody goes.
Well,
that's why it's all dying, right?
The limited did hurt me a little bit because I do like trying clothes on before I order them. But at the end of the day, they've made returns so easy. Obviously, this has been going on for a long time, but Toys R Us just hit me. It just... What happens to Jeffrey the giraffe? He's gone. The theme song. Kids will no longer know the Toys R Us theme song. You can no longer be...
Kids don't even know the Toys R Us theme song now.
You can no longer be a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah, that's true. So for me, Toys R Us was the in-store experience. I just couldn't... I felt like affirmed by adults that there was this whole gigantic store that was just toys. Because you get dragged to so many stores that are not about you. Toys R Us was the one store that was all about you. And then the second thing was you could interact. Like they had interactive toys. They had video games there behind the bank teller, super max, prison wall that you could barely see through. And if it was like scratched, you're like, I can't see Donkey Kong. But then it was the Toys R Us insert in the Sunday papers. Yes. And the big one. You'd cut them out. You'd be like, this is my maybe for this year, but definitely for next year.
Glue them with a glue stick onto a piece of line ruled paper that I had from school.